Hi, everybody. I just wanted to go over some of the places that I found parts. I've had better luck finding a few things. Maybe you guys are having a hard time finding stuff. Either way, this will give you an idea of where to find some of the parts everybody else has been using, some of the parts I've been using, stuff people are having great luck with. It's from some of the better retailers. So we'll start with Scooter Swap Shop. So the NCY Quick Throttle, what you're going to gain with this is one, it just looks so much better. Two, it feels a lot better. It's much higher quality than the plastic throttle that comes stock with the Navi, which does have quite a weak point to it. I don't really trust it, and when I took it apart, I saw why. It comes in several different colors, looks great, drastic improvement, better throttle feel, everything you need. It can be had a little bit cheaper on Steady. However, the shipping's higher on Steady, so it kind of balances out. Next thing from Scooter Swap, Dr. Pooley sliders. The factory weights are 17 gram. I talked to Paul and saw what they did with the Navi. They also showed it on their video the other day. They went with the 11s, so that's one I'm going to try. I'm hoping for significantly better acceleration, maybe a little bit of top end. Next up, an RDR clutch bell. Nothing terribly special about it, but it is going to allow better cooling. Should be slightly better performance. This works with the stock clutch. It'll work with the Malossi clutch that they're selling here. I'm waiting on the clutch until mine burns up, so we'll do this in the sliders for now and go from there. So a couple of days ago, they released these. Their blinker kit. These work on the front and rear. They're 3D printed. The great thing about these over including myself, a lot of people have done using the Grom LEDs. These will actually fit the Navi flush. It'll be a clean look. So I've got high expectations for these. Even at that price, this is cheap, guys. If you go on Amazon and you look for, whatever turn signals, they're going to be this or even more, and you're probably not going to get great quality at this price on Amazon. However, I trust these guys. I think it's going to be pretty nice. So I'm looking forward to it. Might have been on order since the day they announced them. You can also buy the inline resistors from their shop. Next up, Steady Garage, the Pro Taper CRF 50 SE handlebars. I put these on quite a while ago. A lot of other guys are using the same bars. They fit the bike fantastic. There are some downsides, but there's a lot of upsides. The upsides, I'm 6'2". This fits me better. I'm hearing the same report from other guys. It is higher quality as well, obviously. The downside, the parking brake lever is going to fit right about here, and you're going to struggle to not have it cocked up a little bit. You could grind away material and slide it a little bit tighter. I was able to get it on there and kind of push it downward where it lined up with the grip. Didn't look so bad after fiddling with it for a little while. Another upside, these are open-ended. The stock bars, you're going to have to take a drill to them for quite a while to get through the plugs they put in to use bar end mirrors or stops, whatever, sliders, whatever your preference is. Good bars though, cheap. NGK plug wire. It's a plug wire. All right, going to man on the box. The intake that everybody's using. I got mine quite a while back. I honestly think it's worth the extra money. Sure, you could buy the filter, you could buy an elbow, and pipe clamps are dime a dozen. However, the price is somewhat justified because they do include this custom bracket. The silicone tube actually fits into the bracket and the filter fits on the other side. It's a good, clean look. It's supported. You don't have to worry about this falling apart. wobbling around, rattling, looking silly going down the road. It's a nice product. While you're here, you're probably going to want to pick up their jet kit as well. Let's see. I'll just do it this way. So the jet kit, you could piece together the jets yourself for less money. However, if you're here, it's $25. It's not that bad. It comes with your pilot, and it comes with an 88 and a 90 main jet. I use the 88 with the intake. The 90's in reserve for exhaust upgrades in the future. Which, speaking of, next up is the Hot Lap Japan exhaust. I've had mine on order for quite a while now. Still waiting on the confirmation email that it's been shipped. They unfortunately put it on the most raggedy looking Navi they could find. A lot of guys aren't crazy about that polished look. I don't mind it. And if you don't like it, exhaust paint's cheap. So I have heard a system installed finally. Thanks to whoever it was that put a Facebook video up. It sounds pretty nice, and I'm hoping that I'm gaining some performance out of it. So the number one upgrade for a Navi, the one everybody should do, day one, tires. Tires are hard to find right now. Most of the shops are out of them, or they have a rear, but they don't have a front that'll match, or vice versa, and then you're having trouble finding the exact sizes. Scooter Parts Co., they have a lot of stuff in stock. They're not that far from me. They're actually in Charleston, South Carolina. It's a fairly well-known shop in the area. I went with the Hagnow tires, the K80s, 190-10 for the rear and a 90-90-12 for the front. Popular tire in Europe. They've got a pretty good following over there, pretty good reputation. The K80, I guess, is supposed to resemble a moto tire, or a moto performance tire, excuse me, but it should be stickier, should handle better, should corner better. The reviews that I have found on it said it can hold a straight line, which is something that a lot of Navi riders are having problems with because those stock tires are so squirrely. They are trash. I've done everything I can to break them in, done everything I can to make them any better, which you're pretty limited on tires. In the dry, honestly, to me, they feel like I'm riding in the wet when it's dry. I wouldn't dare take a thing out in the wet. It's just, it's too sketch. The rear likes to wiggle, likes to kick around. It can't hold a straight line very well, and wind pushes that bike horribly. I have been out in 40 and 50 mile an hour winds. I didn't purposely drive out that day when the wind started blowing, but it happens. That was one of the scarier experiences I've ever had on a bike. So please upgrade your tires. It's the most worthwhile thing you can do. These tires that I got, the K80s, I think I paid less than $120, and they should be shipped out tomorrow. So if you like the video, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've got walking around the bike, putting some ride videos up. If you watch them, I'm sorry the time code's on there. There's a new camera, and I had a fit getting this to actually stay off. Every time I turn it off, it'd turn itself back on, but it is what it is. It just looks like old camcorder footage. But all right, guys, well, like and subscribe, please, and have a great day.